Hello everyone, welcome to the Engineering Projects YouTube channel. In this video tutorial I will guide you about jagged array in C#. A jagged array is an array whose elements are also arrays. The element of jagged array can be of different dimensions and sizes. A jagged array is sometimes called array of arrays. Here in the following example we're going to demonstrate that. I want to create the n type of jagged array, so I will use square brackets to show the dimensions and name it as jagged array. Jagged array is equal new int and pass variable 3. So we have initialized a jagged array. Before you want to use jagged array, its element must be initialized. We have already initialized declared here. Now let's initialize it as jagged array. So the element 0 is equal to, for example, new int, and its size is as, for example, I want to say its size is 2. Okay, so jagged 0 is equal to 2 index size, or it's 3. Jagged 1 is equal to 3 index array, or it's 4. Okay, we have declared. Each of the element is a single dimensional array of integers. The first element is an array of 2 integers. The second is array of 3, and the third is array of 4 integers. It also possible to use initializer to fill the array element with values, in which case you don't need the size of array, like it is equivalent to something like, I will say, jagged array 0 is equal new int, and in curly braces after square braces here you will say that 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so it is directly initialize. Instead of that, first you will give the size and then initialize. You can use the both methods as you are required, or you can also initialize the array upon declaration, like I will cut it here and say that here I will delete it, and here I will say that jagged array is equal this, and start declaration from here like this. Okay, so at here how you will declare, like I will make it some clean the code. Okay, so how you will declare the code here as new int, and here 1 2 3 comma the new array 4 and 4 5. So this is also equivalent to that. Instead of, you will declare the size of first dimension and then doing the separately. You can also follow the shorthand form. From here, instead of that, you will use a new int. You simply delete that and it will be fine, and known as the shorthand rule to declare jagged or define jagged array. Okay, so we will assign a value to jagged array to check that it is a valid or not. So here is the jagged array. I will say that I want to access the 0 and zeros first. Okay, so now I will say con here console, okay, con dot write line pass the value. Let's see it's work or not. Okay, so console dot read key. Now see, so I have said that on 0 first element, so it's 0 and it's 0 index and it's the first index which we have access is 2. Now when we will access the second index, the value should be 3. Okay, so the value should be 3 like this. As I have already mentioned that jagged array can be consist of multiple dimensions and of multiple size which you can use to demonstrate. So let's I will create a loop to show the complete jagged array result. I am removing this and create the 2-level jagged array. Okay, so here first I will remove the unnecessary code and declare a for loop. I will say for int I is equal 0 and I is less than the name of my array is jagged dot what its length. I will say its length and I plus plus, then here in parentheses what I will say console dot write line, and in write line say that element 0 or index 0 colon as I. Okay, then again I will create a loop. I will replicate this. Okay, this is the loop which we needed. So this loop name as j. Okay, and what's the condition? The condition is that jagged array specific index. Okay, so for example, when the loop is start on the 0 array, there are 3 elements. It will show that index 0 is started and j is going to extract all the element of 0 indexed array. Now here I will say that I will say console dot write line, and here I will say index 0 and all the values come from I. Okay, all the values come from I. So I will use here j. Okay, all the values come from j, and here the value which arise from it has jagged array. I will say jagged array I j. Okay, then it's going so on. Okay, now let's execute. I will say console dot read key, console dot read key, and execute the program. Let's see what's happened. So the 0 index is get started. Okay, get started the 0 index, and its index is also started. When I will click key, it will go on. Okay, so we have to make it inside the curly braces, so that whenever the program is run, the I value is get changed and show us that index value is getting changed, like index 0 to index 1. Okay, now we have to do the same thing within this, as index 0, and have also passed 0, so the value is equal j, or if we will pass I, so we will get our answer like 0 0 0 0 and 0 0 and so on. It's not 0 1 1 1 1 1 1 going so on. Let me check how it's work. Okay, so it's working now. Okay, so our first array have three value 0 1 2, and our second array has 0 1 2 3 values. Okay, now let's change it as show the real value inside that. I will say column and curly braces here, and here is the 2, and pass the value here, jagged array I and j. So let's see what's the answer is. First array is start, and 0 0 value is 1, then 0 1 value is equal to, and then it's 3. Now so on, it's showing that 1 2 3 and 4 value from the index 2. I hope this video tutorial is informative for you regarding jagged array. If you still have any kind of question, you can ask us, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Take care.